I suppose Earth Spirit was actually played by Thunder Predator the last game, so
That's
a little bit different, but still similar idea. In fact, isn't Matthew their position 4 player?
yeah. Matthew's 4.
Yeah, he certainly he plays a great Earth Spirit too. Now that I think about it, or remember even. So
Give a nice silence. Husk would be pretty decent here.
I haven't seen Tusk in a while. Tusk wouldn't be bad though. I think the Ice Shard block is very effective against Ursa.
And the roll.
And just roll in general, yeah.
They're running out of reserve time.
They certainly are. That's the other thing about a silencer support, though, too. You really need to make sure your other support brings a stun, because right now they're lacking crowd control in general, like heavy stun crowd control at least.
There's a big one.
Yeah, it's the biggest even, but it's also a massive cooldown. It is a good. See, this is my worry though for EgoBoys. They're going too all in on this. We want to counter Enigma strat. And they're not necessarily addressing the other issues, which is a consistent stun right now is, I think, the biggest concern for me.
Yeah, and then once again, you got the big cooldowns with Doom, Silencer, and the Ravage. All very long cooldown.
Yeah, very good point, actually. And a hero like Ursa can play around that pretty well. Yeah, actually, another hero that comes to mind is like a Wraith King, because... The idea, you blow your load early with the Wampo combo, and he just reincarnates anyways.
Yep.
Does his thing.
They send in Drow mid?
Drow's been playing more in the safe lane recently, I want to say, but it's definitely an option. I mean, it could end up mid. If you feel a matchup serves its purpose there, but I would assume it's going to be a safe lane hero.
Team ban.
I was thinking for Thunder Predator, by the way, with the Wraith King pick, yeah. Lena ban. So they do ban a mid option. I'm thinking that's telling of what they could go for.
Huskar don't want to get cheesed.
Well, not only that, but you have one of the more iconic Huskar players over there, for good and bad. That's all we'll say about that topic. All right, so not the most reserved time. What mid-hero do they need? They need some kind of stun. Something like a Dragon Knight doesn't feel too bad.
10 seconds remaining.
Dragon Knight would be real good here. Synergize well with the Drow over as well.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, too. I was just thinking about it. Yeah, they need some kind of synergy with the Drow, ideally. It's not the end of the world if you don't. It's because Drow isn't what she used to be in that sense, but still.
Radiant team pick.
To benefit from. Well, he certainly benefits from the aura. Huh. I don't know about that, though, man. They already have Ursa and a Beastmaster. Like, you already have a Drow where they're drafting around this idea of you have a hero that's kind of sitting back, and now you just picked another one, so, yeah.
Yeah, and the Beastmaster pick just gets that much better with the vision that he
10
grants.
seconds remaining.
Trying to get in the back line, trying to get that sniper.
5 seconds remaining.
I know I'm referencing complexity quite a bit, but sure enough, Limp played Sniper twice in the NA qualifiers. In fact, the first game, he actually built Necronomicon as his first item. It was a matchup specific item. I think they were playing against a Storm Spirit, I want to say. Point is, it worked pretty well. I don't think we'll see that here necessarily, but we did get to see Sniper.
My favorite was, I believe it was Anna. Maybe it wasn't. In one of the quals this year, went that shotgun build on Sniper with the E-Blade.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun to watch.
That's a lot of damage. Well, I mean, his level 10 talent's ridiculous. It's a 25% cooldown reduction, I believe. So, yeah, you get any kind of activatable items. It goes back to the Necronomicon. Yeah, Ethereal Blade. Absolutely, there is some nice value there. Get brooded. Well, that's a brood mother. Now, they do have a Tidehunter, and Tidehunter actually lanes very well against brood.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm a little concerned.
I'm still going Thunder Predator. That brood. I don't know. I don't see them putting the Tide mid. They might.
So is it?
Then you'd have to
Go ahead.
have a drow or a sniper. Well, the off. That's just miserable.
So is Atune just like a support player now? I'm so confused because he's playing Enigma now. This game, maybe I guess I missed something. I didn't get.
Yeah,
the
they
memo.
made changes. I'm not sure because this is definitely not a hero that Tune wouldn't typically play.
Yeah. Yeah, I no doubt EgoBoys is going to try to match up Tidehunter into the Broodmother, I'm sure, and we're very likely going to see some musical lanes going on here because of that. So, but it's I do overall like the idea of Thunder Predators lineup. That is just my one hold back on why I'm not very confident with it in the end. It's just the Broodmother. It really, yeah, I don't know. It just final 10th pick Broodmother usually is a, oh my god, this is a great Broodmother game. I just am not feeling it this game between Sniper and especially Tidehunter. So I think that could be an oversight by them, but Jamari, confident with it. And he's playing it, damn it. No changing now.
Let's see what we got going on in the lanes here. Matthew's got a ward. Boots for Looks like they are keeping that Tide mid right this second. Drow and Silencer hadn't bought.
Well, Jamari's going to put a web down mid. We've seen this plenty of times. He's going to put a web down mid, and then something tells me he may not end up mid. Like, he could then go another lane. Well, we'll see if this is a bit of a juke or if he still just ends up going mid in the end. But, yeah, Tide is matching up mid, as you pointed out. Again, just the Anchor Smash, especially the new Anchor Smash. I mean, he'll just tear up those spiderlings. So,
yep, and then Enigma did give the Beastmaster a ring of regen for that extra regen being off lane.
Okay. So double ring, salve, 6 tangos. I think Frank is good to go. It is a Doom support. Matthew, their position 4, is playing the Doom, and so that also means. Well, yeah, because King Tekka is on the Tidehunter as we expected.
The battle begins.
Matched up as a core against Broodmother, so makes sense. Raise in.
Drow's starting to run top. Sniper's just kind of chilling in the trees up top.
Yeah, they were waiting to see what's actually going on for sure. Silencer just picked up both bounty runes. Like, no one touched him. It's like, all right, cool, free runes. Yeah, they were overly concerned about the matchups. So Jamari does end up going mid in the end.
And the bottom is for Thunder Predator. Yeah, Beastmaster and Enigma bottom. Instead of having Enigma go through that little triangle.
Silencer's TPing away already to the top lane. And Sniper is making his way all the way to the bottom. So Leo style is going to be an off-lane Sniper. Is essentially what's happening here.
Sounds miserable.
It really does, especially in a 2v1.
With the Enigma continually pulling the creeps.
I'm going to keep a close eye on this CS, especially the mid lane. Because I am just really still baffled by the Brood pick into the Tide. But Matthew, he's TPing. He's going to TP bottom because Sniper was being run at right there. So get some help. But in the end, Beastmaster turns around. But at least Sniper gets some help.
Picked up the creep with the extra regen as well on Doom, so that gives Sniper some help on that as well.
Yeah, that Satyr's so good.
Looks like Ursa went mid, and Brood's heading top. Playing magical lanes right now.
Musical, I think is.
Musical. Yeah, my bad.
So started with an M somewhere around. Yeah, and speaking of that, I would not be surprised at all if Tidehunter goes top. Like, it just would make sense. So we'll see if he does. Drow is, in fact, already running towards the mid. They're chasing after Prada, though, so maybe just more going for this kill. As those Frost Arrows coming in. And that with the Curse. Can they do enough damage? No, they don't even try. He just TP's out, so he's good to go. Tide is now walking towards the top. He is checking maybe the rune, but yeah, he's going to go all the way to the top. Because again, he's far superior in the lane to the Brood, so trying to make sure to keep up with it. But Brood has managed some decent CS while at least they've been swapping here. And also Inkswell's going to stun him. What was that?
He hasn't placed any web stop either, so not fully committed.
Yeah,
Might see him TP.
That's interesting because yeah, both webs. Look at it. He's walking. He's like, all right, Tide, stop. I'm gonna go back to mid. Yeah, he kind of assumed that this rotation was gonna happen, so he kept his webs mid. Good point.
Yep, and there we go. Schofield on top again.
Well, so now it's what they're doing. They're playing the game of chicken. It's whoever TPs first loses, really. So they're not TPing for that purpose. As the Radiant Courier goes down though. That's unfortunate for Thunder Predator. Nice tip there. It was just a couple of clarities, but still, the Courier being down now, not helping things. And you see Tomato, he's going right back top.
That was kind of you.
There goes Tide and mid.
The game of chicken continues. I will say, Brood feels like he's getting the much better of this right now, though, because Brood has been avoiding the Tide for quite a bit of time. And is still managing some good CS in the meantime. Like, he's top CS right now. So, it almost feels like that Tide's a little too slow to react to it. But it's probably easier said than done, I'm sure. So
Yeah.
He's got level 2 webs now. It means more webs to use. Go in the jungle.
If you look at it, too, he's got, he just switched over. He had 5 clarities ready to be bought. Now he has to run all the way back home because Courier's.
That's brutal. Yeah, he's the one that hurts the most with that.
Double damage.
Let's go all the way back home. Double damage just picked up by Doom. As we got about 40 seconds before those bounty runes will spawn. But Sniper has managed pretty good ever since he got the help from Doom, especially. He's now 15-6 against an 11-6 Beastmaster at that bottom. So yeah, Sniper's feeling pretty good about that bottom lane and how it's working. Suppose hasn't really been feeling too much threat from the Enigma either.
Nah, and Enigma went to that triangle over on the left side of the map.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Schofield is running down Raisin. Arcane's Curse applied. Not going to save him there. Schofield credit for the first blood. 400 plus goals going his way. So Schofield suddenly shoots up the net worth chart as those bounty runes do come. And looks like we are just going to see the 2-for-2 trade. Not much contesting going on.
For my
Brood's just doing Brood things in the jungle.
What do we think Brood gets this game? I feel like this is a hero that definitely has a plethora of item choices. Well, there's a medallion at least, but like Orchid, Desolator, even a Radiance build I've seen.
Yeah. Not sure what he's got. I have to assume an Orchid.
I was just about to say, like, Orchid kind of feels good in that you do have some squishy, but I would almost lean towards Desolator, actually. Hold the top lane. Schofield, he's trying to get away. The Anchor Smash already coming through the Frost Arrows. He's just too slow. He could not get out of there. Prada probably going to be the same story. You see the Frost Arrow connects. Another Anchor Smash. There's the Curse, and he's going to start ticking down. Enigma trying to help, but another Anchor Smash eventually gets a double kill for King Tekka. Raisin, he's going to just barely survive. The Malphite's done not enough, and it ends up being a hat trick for Tidehunter when it's all said and done. So Tidehunter really loving what's happening up there as he really shoots up the net worth chart after all of that. But yeah, back to the point about Brood. Their sieging, I guess their sieging is actually pretty good. Enigma and Beastmaster are both, of course, very good at that. So yeah, maybe the Orchid. See that.
Schofield's chasing top on Drought Ranger. Tomato.
One more hit. Can he get it?
Oh,
the juice.
Oh, here comes Prada.
And Prada's going to cut him off.
Just feels so bad having the support without stun.
Your essence seeps into my
Yep, that's Silencer 101.
Middle tower is under attack.
He doesn't have a damn
Dire's
stun.
top tower is under attack.
The lesser of 3 evils.
Just allows Ursa to just run right at him.
Yep. Well, he cursed him. He did something, but not nearly enough. Brood is building a Vlad's, no surprise. He already has the arcane boots even, so he is beefy. You know what I'm curious now is this going to be a core farming, a right-click farming Tidehunter? Because we've seen that before.
We're going to see the 250 damage, and it's going to be wonderful.
Top lane, King Tekka TP'd in. His Ravage is actually on cooldown, so he used that earlier. Gonna try to get a turn kill still without it. Avoids the ink swell. He cuts through the trees. Prada knows this. Is trying to run. Schofield's manning up, and Schofield looks like he is winning this battle. Phantom's Embrace is going to be killed off. Anchor Smash though comes out, and who's going to win it? The last auto attack. Schofield goes back in, living life on the edge, and it works out beautifully for him. Prada did end up falling to Tomato, who came in, but
looks like Brood's going the Diffusal Blade option.
Okay, the one we did not bring up. Go figure.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Beastmaster working on the Vlads.
Speaking of him, he's might be in trouble. Does he have Assassinate? Sniper does. Level 6, picking it up. Attune, though, with the Malphus stuns. And Leostyle could not get off the Assassinate as a result. So Beastmaster will be fine. As there's now 3 heroes down here, including the Grimstroke, who pops Inkswell, but Frank is a little too low. In fact, Assassinate now. Oh, no. Oh, boy. He is regretting that decision. Thought he had a chance.
Brood's going to start doing Brood things, heading up into their side of the triangle and farming all their stack. Actually, there's nothing
Dire's
stacked.
top tower
Oh,
is
the
under
Ancient
attack.
stack.
Yeah, over
Dire's
here.
structures are
Yep.
fortified.
For that drow.
It's a sniper. Somebody to take those eventually. Maybe as a team, we'll see. Going back to Tide real quickly, because he has so much farm, it is
Dire's top
tempting
tower
to go
is
that
under
idea of
attack.
this right click, but you have a sniper, you have a drow. I feel like he really probably needs more of the auras. Like, he already got the Vlads. Even something like a Guardian Greaves this game wouldn't be a bad option at all.
No,
an Assault Kuros, things like
Dire's
that.
top tower
I'm just
is
hopeful. I
fallen.
love seeing that plus 250 and then data into the Tidehunter. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Sure. They're playing to win, though, you know? As a wise man
We're
once
here to
said.
have fun. We're here to have fun.
Oh, we're here to have fun, sure. Yeah, so do what we want.
Yeah.
Jamari, he just about has a defusal finished.
Dire are scanning.
And Sniper's going that Malphus first item.
All right.
Dire's middle tower is under
Beastmaster,
attack.
Prime Aurora, trying to
Dire's
run.
structures are
King
fortified.
Tekka, though, nice body blocks, going to let Sniper, never mind. That is letting Sniper get it, but okay. That works, too. Well, team effort, they get the kill in the end. Kill secured, we'll call it. There's a Ravage mid. Broodmother did not expect this. Drow running in. Can they kill him before he gets over the ledge? No, they cannot. He's a little too fast. Oh, now he goes back mid. He's hugging the trees, though.
He's
Jamari
100 away
Radiant's
from
bottom
that
tower is under
Fusel Blade.
attack.
so close.
Radiant structures are fortified.
God, that's got to feel so frustrating, but that's Broodmother.
Yep, wasting the Ravage on that.
And he is going to be fine. It's wasting a Ravage, 4 of the 5 heroes in the area, and they cannot
But they're
find the
taking
kill.
the Ancient stack right now.
But Schofield,
Roshan has fallen
saw that
to the
before, last game. Early Roshan. And he goes drums, by the way. Yeah, his first item. No Morbid Mask this time.
Radiant's top tower is under
Beastmaster
attack.
with the Vlads, as you mentioned. Helm of the Dominator on Enigma has been completed. He currently has the Ogre Frost Mage, so buffing up some armor. I believe it's 8 armor. Yeah, 8 armor bonus. Not too shabby to have against a Drow sniper lineup on the other side. God, Jamari. He's got the defusal
Chasing
now.
down Batu.
Yeah, it's like, what do you do? Drell's like, I'm shooting him. Okay, they are going to save Doom. The Spider Leaks? No, he cannot be saved. There's an Anchor Smash to clear them out, but Broodmother herself will be fine. Yeah, so it's, you know what? This landing phase actually went very well for the Brood considering the matchup, and that is actually scary news now for EgoBoys.
Yeah, you won. What'd you say? The musical lanes? I was wrong with the magical.
Yes. Musical lanes, yes. I mean, you can call it magical. Usually the term is musical lanes. It's up to you. But yes.
Schofield going top. Oh, there's a TPN from top. Spots canceled.
Yeah, figures they were going for the Ursa turn, but he decided not to commit. He is coming back in now.
Dire's middle tower.
So
Brood has
Matthew
DD.
over here. No boots yet, but of course that's pretty typical of these brood mothers with the webs. Move so fast anyways. As top lane, again, this time it looks like they are going to commit to a doom kill. Global silence used. It's not going to save Matthew, though, that's for sure. Or maybe it will. Okay, no, Stork of Fate just in range. And now Silencer, he's like, well, I did my job, and I died for it.
So Enigma's going straight for the Blink Dagger rather than any other auras like Crimson Guard or Pipe. Finished his Arcane bits, but going straight for that Blink.
That's curious to me. Mainly because, like we talked about, I mean, this is a clearly anti-black hole team. So getting a Blink Dagger to try to set those up doesn't necessarily seem like the greatest option, but it is also good for stun placement and, of course, Midnight Pulse, etc. So it's not a bad item, but I guess they are also building Aura's own Beastmaster. He's going Vlad's. We'll see where he goes.
Dire's top tower.
God, they're just pushing towers. I mean, top tier 2, bottom tier 1.
Dire's bottom
Then
tower
Schofield's
has
got
fallen.
enough for the Blink Dagger too, so they're gonna just keep pushing this game.
My brush.
Nice find there, at least on Prada. Assassinate to take him out. Maelstrom just about finished for Sniper. There is a blink, though, on Schofield. Mentioned the Aegis, still 2 minutes remaining. So he's got blink drums. He has a Broodmother running around, creating so much chaos as well. And speaking of that, Ravage is ready. He's going to use it. He sure is. Are they going to get the turn kill? Assassinate already connected. Brood's in trouble. The Doom even committed. They wanted that kill, damn it. And boy, do they get it. So they nearly blow everything, but take out the raid boss.
Beastmaster circling around to help out Schofield.
Schofield jumping in. Promaror eventually comes out. King Tekka with no Ravage. All he can do is kind of right-click and Anchor Smash. Silenced up now, has to kill that Phantom's Embrace. Soulbind going to be applied, just slowing them down if anything. They are going to kill the Grimstroke. But Enigma dropping that Midnight Pulse and actually jump back in from Schofield. He gets a double kill as he takes out King Tekka. He is going to die here, but that's an Aegis, remember. So coming right back up. Sniper needing to keep his distance. I would say a pretty successful fight, though, for Thunder Predator in the end.
Radiant are scanning.
Then Sniper finished up his Maelstrom now.
Elemental gold. Gold and sweet.
Vlad's on Beastmaster. Yeah, with Enigma and Beastmaster and on top of it, Brood, they're going to be pushing these towers rather quickly.
I just can't get over how much Thunder Predator is really just choking out EgoBoys right now on this map. Like, it feels like 75-80% of the map is just in total control of Thunder Predator.
Yeah.
Constantly push past the river. You have Broodmother webs everywhere, of course. So
Ursa's jumping right into the BKB. They do not want to slow this down.
oh yeah, of course not.
I think he learned from last game, skipping on the B.
Yeah. Probably not an MKB game right now. Definitely BKB feels good. Maelstrom on Sniper, of course, finished. He's working towards a 4-staff now, so...
So is Drown. They're both going to get Hurricane Pikes here.
Oh, wow, yeah, she almost has hers, and then Doom also has a 4-staff queued up. I wouldn't be surprised if Silencer goes for once. They're really going to have 4-staffs.
Yeah. Ursa's looking to go on Sniper. Nope. Bottom.
He is looking, but no one's showing. So it's one of those. He doesn't get a kill out of it, but you know what? It's time wasted for the Tired team because they literally have been constricted to this right side of the map in their own jungle. That's it.
Yep.
And somehow.
Just in that little triangle. Oh, that's crazy.
You know, to credit to their carries, though, both Drow and Sniper are somehow keeping up with the Ursa and even the Brood to an extent. Like, despite so little farm area,
Dire's middle tower
they're doing
is
all
under
right.
attack.
Enigma picked up the Alpha Wolf for creep. Wants that extra crit chance.
Looks like somebody talked to a tune. Made him realize that this is not a friendly black hole game, so changing his mind. Guardian Greaves, very good on the other hand. So yeah, much more impactful item it feels like. And he's just going to put pressure up at the top lane. Mention the Alpha Wolf that he has. Hoping him to
wonder
push
if he'll
up.
go right into the Crimson Guard after that.
Oh, he's got a BKB and Blink now queued up, so he really wants that that big black hole. But I'm with you. I think Crimson Guard is arguably better. I still get whenever there's one, if not multiple tools, and hell, there's even still the silence. You know, obviously even with the BKB, you still get silenced and stops the cast. So it just doesn't feel like it's worth it to me to commit those resources into that combo.
Yeah.
When they still have a tool to work against it.
Grimstroke's hanging out by himself mid lane. 4 round. Blocking up the.
Dire's top tower.
why not?
Is
That's-
under attack.
It's a big resource for them, but yeah, they did have a sentry there already.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Look at the ward placement on both teams.
Yeah. Frank's trying to run. He is going to be able to blink.
Dire's middle
Assassinate
tower
canceled.
is
So
under
tier
attack.
2 mid is going to be pressure now, and
Dire's structures
trying
are
to kill it, but
fortified.
fortification will at least delay it a little bit.
Schofield's about 1,200 away from his BKB.
Not as impressive as the original.
I don't know. It just feels weird to me that it almost feels like Thunder Predator isn't doing enough like farming their own jungle, because I still can't get over how Drow and Sniper and Tidehunter, all 3 cores, are keeping up with both Brood and Ursa. It doesn't make sense considering
with them
what the map
being
looks
right
like.
Yeah, they're just right there the entire time. I don't think they've stepped foot in their own jungle.
Like there's only so much resource, but somehow they're. So that's why I go back to it. It really feels like it's almost a misplay by Thunder Predator, and not spending their time wisely. Speaking of that, Silencer is god. Four step forward. He is trying to get away. That was a little funky right there. He's dead though. 4 staff unable.
Bounty's here. Let's see if they can test the bottom ones here with Drown. One for it.
I'll take that.
For my coffers.
Well, they get the one, but that should be the only one they get. So it looks like, yeah, the other 3 are going to go the way of Thunder Predator. Boost them up a bit more. What has Brood gone since then? She almost has her BKB, so maybe that's going to be the timing. BKB on Brood and Ursa are just about
And
finished.
then the second Roche as well, and which is up now. And that's where he went.
There's really no chance of EgoBoys defending this. And the map
Nope,
control.
so they're going to have to fight against 2 fresh BKBs and an... Yikes.
Doesn't sound easy.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Immortality.
As long as Thunder Predator sticks as 5, it does seem like this is their game to lose right now. Granted, I was going to say, granted, you get caught in a Ravage without your BKB popped and Sniper and Drow get some auto attacks into you, you could die fast. So
He wanted drums. That's interesting. On the tide.
On the Tidehunter, okay. Yeah, another aura to be fair. And he really is heavy in that committed. He's got Solar Crest now queued up.
I understand the Solar Crest, but like you said, the drums is just weird to me.
Yeah, maybe passing that up altogether. Maybe too many early items, what you're getting at. So like a Vlad's, and then right into a Solar Crest perhaps makes more sense.
Or even a Blink even.
Sure.
If you want the mobility item, they don't have Blink on their team. Yeah.
Yeah, their initiation is pretty weak. That's true. Other than the 24 staffs they have.
That's their goal. Just 4 staff them all the way into it. Never see it coming.
All the way across the map. Beastmaster setting up with the Blink. Again, you can tell Thunder
Jaw's
Predator.
Jaw's going for that next.
Okay. Tomato, he's in fact surpassed the Ursa now. He's Broodmother's pulling ahead a bit more. As I said, it's almost like he's kind of realized it too and is starting to jungle a bit more on her side. But what is that going to translate to? We've already talked about the BKB, but yeah, if there's any better time to push than now, I don't know what it is, because you got 2 BKBs finished, you have the Aegis and Cheese. So what is Thunder Predator waiting for?
Like you said, the BKBs are finished. Well, they're going on Doom right.
Trying to. Hug me. No Basher, though. Still has BKB. Silence up on Silencer. That's ironic. Inkswell. He is going to die. 30 seconds, he's out. He could buy back with Global Silence ready, so Thunder Predator can't overcommit necessarily. Well, they get 1 pick off, and that seems like, again, a component of how Thunder Predator needs to advance.
Yeah, but wasn't the pick off they for sure.
Yeah, true.
Silencer is nice, but like you said, you got to fear the buyback. Global Silence on it.
Yeah, especially with the buyback, it doesn't even mean anything.
Yeah, exactly.
He still does the same job. They are slowly pushing in all 3 lanes, so. Drow's going to be jump. Ursa goes on top, popped into range already, hasn't BKB'd yet. Not going for it. Brood, though, trying to cut off Tomato. Instead, he finds Silencer again. Is going to commit a BKB for this. Can they kill Tidehunter as well? That's the key. The answer is no. So that's a BKB now, down on Broodmother, and she used her Insatiable Hunger.
Force.
Yeah.
Bottom tower is under
Doesn't have a buyback this time, but he is up at 15. Ursa's going to jump. And they're just having trouble with the lockdown. That was
there goes the Aegis.
That's an Aegis just like that. They're kind of just not really the most coordinated here, frankly. And Ursa's going to be fine after the fact, but yeah, we're just kind of going in one by one. I mean, Frank is pushing top during all this.
I was just going to say Frank's up top trying to split push a little bit, but this is, I don't know. Very, like you said, uncoordinated.
I do suppose that's where Blink on Enigma may have been nice, and that getting in there at least for some Malphus stuns, because clearly they're having trouble just jumping to the target and then following it up. Now here we go with the Soul Bind. So you got the Doom applied to Ursa, Global Silence used as well, but again, the right clicks don't care about that. Drow's picked off. She buys back immediately. Doom still taking down Ursa. BKB keeps worn off. He's going to start running the other direction. So they get a buyback. Beastmaster still pushing top. Almost dies to the sniper, but just enough life to survive against that assassinate. Do they have the cheese still? Yes, Ursa still has the cheese.
So I decided to go to Halberd next.
Ooh, love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice against Ursa.
Yeah, it's...
Or the Brood even.
Yeah, I was going to say it's really one of those items that almost, like, I feel like disappointed in teams when they don't pick it up in certain matchups. Ursa is certainly one of those heroes. Ursa, speaking of him, he's kited again. Doesn't have BKB. The black hole from Atune. He's going to be sniped though, and it's canceled very quickly due to death. Out comes the Ravage, and that's a second hit at Grimstark Schofield. He's getting very low the cheese at the last second. He's fine. Jamari goes down though, walking in. The right clicks are just too much from EgoBoys, and now Schofield, he cannot get away. The BKB just coming off cooldown right now. Oh, the timing just was not right, and Beastmaster again wasn't even there.
Yeah, not only the timing, Beastmaster was nowhere to be found. Just still split pushing, and it was a 5v4 fight. It was a good choice by Ego to go.
Yeah, something canceled the black hole pretty quickly. He canceled before he even died, I saw. I just couldn't tell what. But either way, it's I guess it looks like Gust. The Gust actually canceled it.
Tower has fallen.
So, yeah, the positioning was solid for the black hole, but not being able to cast it due to just so many disables is the issue. And you talk about a lineup that's going to be able to benefit off of a one fight. A Drow sniper lineup is certainly that. Although, they're catching them off guard. The double Promaror, pretty good start. And Sniper is going to be picked off, as is Drow, it looks like. That's more like it for Thunder Predator when it comes to initiation. King Tekka going to go for the TP play. That ain't working. Double kill for Frank. and now they're
If
going to
you
march
notice-
right down mid.
Its course.
Beastmaster was Inkswelled and stepped in between the two targets, so they both got stunned, which was really nice too to keep them locked down.
That was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, he started on the
Radiant's
back side of
bottom tower
the
is
two, and
under
then
attack.
rotated while still attacking, getting in between the two to get both stuns off.
Yeah, very good positioning. And speaking of that, I mean, maybe hindsight and easy for us to say now, but if you're Drow and Sniper, ideally you should not be in range to get soulbound.
No.
Because that'll happen then if so. Beastmaster top lane, he's dying, but the Guardian Greaves helping to save a Sniper. In trouble. Sniper going to go for the TP play. He's not going to get out though. He's out for 80 seconds now, dieback. And that, talk about a crazy swing. I mean, Thunder Predator went from, oh my god, what are they doing, to, oh, you know what, never mind. They might have just GG'd and won the game.
Yeah, that brood just said, I don't care about high ground. I'm going to run right over your walls, and Sniper, you're exposed.
Maybe that was their play all along, to give EgoBoys a false sense of hope with that one fight.
Dire's middle tower is under
They certainly
attack.
thought they had a great chance, as I thought
Ravage
they
is
did too.
up.
It is.
Dire's
Doesn't have a
middle
blink,
tower
though.
Has fallen.
Got
And-
drummed.
he's like, come back here. Come on, just group up for me. Let's go. Good spread from Thunder Predator.
Someone force staff this man. He needs to get in the fight.
Smash again. Primal Roar on Drow. Beastmaster and Ursa going right for Ursa. Is going to be tombed up. BKB though. He walks the other way. The Spiderlings even helping Necronomicon units. So Drow just sitting in the back running this whole time. Matthew, different story. He's dead. He does buy back immediately. But the racks mid are now falling. The Doom's going to wear off on Ursa in a second.
Dire's middle
So he'll be good to
barracks are
go.
under attack.
As there goes the melee racks mid as well. So 2 sets of racks now
Dire's
taken
middle
out.
barracks has fallen.
Of course, not giving up yet for EgoBoys. Manta Style just purchased by Drow Ranger. But certainly
Ravage wasn't even used.
Ram. You're right, it wasn't even used.
Dire's
Holy crap.
bottom shrine is under attack.
He pump faked it twice and never got it off.
You'll have to do better than that. Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Enigma now is a 10-second BKB. Again, as long as they have Global Silence, though, and Silencer is not caught in the black hole, then still have a very
Dire's
easy way to
top
stop it.
shrine is under attack.
What did Brood
The
get?
casual win list, love it.
Casual win lace on who?
Drow Ranger.
Oh, Drow. Yeah, that's interesting.
top
I
shrine is
suppose
under attack.
it's one of
Dire's
those,
top
hey,
shrine
you know, be as
has
as
fallen.
efficient as possible. He had an open slot, and speed does help against this lineup for sure, so
Yep.
that is interesting. What is that taunt?
Ursa taunt. It's awesome.
Is that a new one? That's a,
Yep.
That must be the new one
Yep.
then. I have not seen it yet. That was hilarious.
I think it's like 1200 on the battle pass. It's pretty high up there. It's
Maybe
the last
that's
one
why.
you can get.
Maybe that's why Schofield's playing Ursa.
Just wants to ride around on the unicycle.
He has the taunt, yeah. Brood? Okay. Well, he pops BKB and he goes right after Tomato. Manta Style in response. Insatiable Hunger, though. Makes Brood difficult to kill herself. As she turns around and runs the other way. Assassinate. Nope. Going to be canceled as Gush disjointed there. From Ursa. So a bit of a reset now as, again, top and middle have been completely cleared out with racks. So Thunder Predator now just really constricting EgoBoys that much more. And now they can afford to play a bit slower. They don't necessarily need to dive the base. Titanor still has that Ravage, but they ping Roshan as he comes up, and that's exactly where the team of Thunder Predator will go.
Yep. Just want to be safe. No rush here. 2 racks down. Take the Roche and look for that final racks.
That is an Aghanim Scepter on Beastmaster. Not something you see often.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Lesser cooldown, huge knockback.
And longer range on it, so it looks good.
Yeah, really.
like it.
Yeah, the Grimstroke synergy I think is the biggest thing too, and the double Primal Roar that we saw earlier.
Almighty money.
Matthews running bot, smoked out. Okay, he's keeping back. Oh, I'm sorry.
Just love it.
That was my favorite one last year. Those voice lines are great.
Yeah, I got the chance to cast with the caster that does that voice line. I'm blanking on his Duno or something like that. Is his name?
Okay.
Caster. It was an event in the Philippines a couple of years ago now. So, really cool guy. It's cool to see his voice line on the game like that. It's obviously a pretty iconic one.
The best one is Seb, though, for sure.
Yes.
I like how they made it so that it extends as more battle passes, too. That's a pretty cool concept.
Yeah. What do you pixel call?
Mm-hmm.
Great stuff. Talk about constricting EgoBoys. Really just at their base at this time, and that net worth lead up 28,000 net worth. Mid lane, Ursa. He's by himself currently, but he's not too worried.
Dire's
Manning
bottom
up against
tower
King
is under
Tekka.
attack.
Yep, he still has that ages.
Thunder Predator's doing a very spread push here. I guess with the kind of push the sniper, that makes a little more sense. Ursa, Global Science, the BKB's not going to save him with the black hole from Attune. Did it after the Global Science. The 4-man black hole pops a refresher, but the outcome's a Ravage, and Attune is going to be killed off before he can get another black hole off. So he goes down. And you've already called GG's though, so as pretty as that was, it's a victory for Thunder Predator, and they take the series.
Yeah, I think that last pick, Brood, definitely paid off in the end.
It did. It's, you know, and my biggest concern was that laning phase with the Tide, and they went for the matchup, but it does feel like Tide was just a little slow to react, and sure, Brood's faster, but Brood was still able to get very good farm, so you certainly got to give credit to Jamari as well, and the way that he played the Brood Mother in that game.
Gofield going 9-2-3, showing that he can play the core role.
Yeah. Yeah, he's, again, I'm curious to see if this is just like an Ursa thing or if there actually is more to it.
It's a taunt thing. He said he wanted to play Ursa for that taunt.
Yeah, could be, I guess. So we are going to go to a break here because obviously that's the series for this one. The winner, so Thunder Predator will be playing now the winner of the other series, which, let me see. Okay, I don't see a tab for it, so in the watch tab, so that might be done. I'm going to try to get confirmation there. Gorilla's Pride at least was up 1-0 in the other series. We'll see about if they closed out or if they might be going to Game 3. Either way, we'll have that information for you shortly, but if anything, we should have the winner finals. That'll be coming up next here. Again, Thunder Predator versus the winner of the other series. So looking forward to that one. And again, then one step closer to qualifying for the minor out of the South American region. But anything else before we go to the break here, Naxos?
Nope, like I said, that Brood pick was a great way to end the draft and showed its worth, and they're moving on.
That they are. The open qualifying team that is Thunder Predator is moving on. So again, not too surprising. Personally, if I had to pick a team in this event, I would say Thunder Predator is probably the favorite. So at least in the upper finals, but still plenty of work to be done. So stay tuned, guys. If anything, get an update for you. Let you know what's happening. But we'll be back.